Hi, it's Nannette and my good friend Sara Kajawa. Say
Hello,
hi.
everyone. Hi.
And she has the beautiful Facebook page Doing Grief Differently with Adam and Sara. And I think she brings a lot of comfort and joy to people in her Facebook group. So I think I'm trying not to laugh, but we are so silly before we start and it's hard. And then this is Elvis. So my birthday was Sunday and my friend booked me a couple nights in the Elvis suite because I have not been away from my children, my dogs, my responsibilities for well over a year. And I don't know, most people don't know that I have a disabled dog. I have a teenage boy.
And an adult boy.
Feel sorry for me. No, I'm kidding though. But so I've been here relaxing for a couple of days with Elvis. He kind of just stares at me constantly.
With the big E.
With the big E.
Right. He's got eyes for you.
Oh my God. And so do you want to touch? Sara was talking about how crazy the energy seems.
Yeah, and I'm not really into planetary alignment or astrology. I touch base once in a while, but just the past couple of days here, even I'm in Southeast Texas in the Houston area, and we've been having bombarded with torrential rains, rain bands. So I could just feel there's something that's just real heavy, because I can tell when I've got too much on my plate, and I feel like everyone is I feel like there's people putting pressure on me for different things, and they're really not, because that's my boundaries. I got to work through a course, but it just feels a shorter fuse because I just can't squeeze everything in that I need to do. So I have to cut back, like you had talked about before, Nannette. It's my to-do list. We put pressure on ourselves and on the responsibilities because we can go to sleep at night without doing X, Y, and Z. But we tend to want to do A through Z. Right.
Yeah, you know what I told you, right? It was,
yeah.
I was so bad about it. And it was my guide. He was like, "Do you really have to do that?" Yeah, I have to. Why?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we have touched on that before. We talked about, like, you take all the things that you enjoy in life that you wish you could do on a daily basis, and then all your responsibilities that you need to do daily. And then you kind of rearrange and you sprinkle some of those in there, because that just means self-love, self-respect, right? When you start doing things you want to do, because
joy, and then you have that energy coming towards you. And the thing about it, the thing my guide did this for was to make people understand that you're worthy. You're worthy whether you do or don't do. You're not worthy because you cook dinner for everyone. You're not worthy because you take care of the kids and the dogs and the freaking half the world. That's not why you're worthy. You're just worthy. You are enough. And I mean, we're lucky we can hear this stuff. We're so blessed, because when I was starting out, on that part of the journey, all I kept hearing was how, no, you're perfect. And you never see yourself as perfect. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? You're perfect. You're perfect. And when you hear that all the time, from deceased loved ones or from angels or from guides, you start to see yourself differently, and if you can't hear them, tell yourself that you're perfect. Even in all your imperfections, you're perfect. And you don't have to do anything to be worthy. I mean, we do have responsibilities. We don't want our kids to die because they haven't eaten, but that's not funny. I don't know why.
I know. Thank you very much, but that's okay. That was good.
I don't know why
you got the point across. You got the point across. But I even remember that too when, when after Adam passed, and it was like, I was already only working part-time those couple of years before he passed, but I was winding down from my career, which was, I see now in hindsight, I needed that, because I was already winding into, I needed to focus on me. But I remember even my guides and the team and and arguing with Archangel Michael about this, saying, yeah, but I need my paycheck. I have to have my paycheck. I have to pay for this and this. And it was like, no, you don't, Sarah. Then you just cut back. You figure this out. You manifest what you need. You know, you need to rebuild your relationship with money because it's energy. And it's exactly what I needed to do. Because I was in the mindset, I was so used to paycheck. And to change it and go about a different type of work, right? It was just, that was scary in itself to be able to come out. So
it's a surrender.
A big surrender.
Because they had me do something weird with money a few years ago. And that was, I had a lot of money saved up. And they said, no, go spend it. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to go spend it. And that's law of attraction and more comes in. But that wasn't the point for me at the time. The point was a surrender and refiguring out how to manage money in my life. You know what I mean?
And reestablish what your relationship with money. You know, a lot of people figured that out in 2020, saying, well, I guess I don't need to be paying for a subscription for this and, you know, a gym membership and all these other things, right? And kind of like, oh, yeah, I guess I need to slow down and reprioritize my money.
Yeah. Yes. I got that a couple years before 2020, but yes. And it's good. It's good. It's a little bit freeing. It feels scary, but it's a little bit freeing. And why are we talking about this? See, we said we're just going to talk about whatever.
This is going to be like a, I don't know, potpourri.
Potpourri. I like that word.
Or whatever you want to call it. Potpourri, a little bit of everything, whatever. We haven't talked on video in a long time, but yeah, there's lots of things that have been going on, and it's already May 19th already. It's like, what happened to April?
I know. I can't believe it. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But, you know, and it feels so fast. And then you're like, I thought I'd be further than I am right now. But then if you stop and look back, you're like, you know what? I've jumped all these hurdles. I've learned these lessons, or I've worked through this. And it's I think that's
why I said yes to doing the video just last minute, because I need to slow down. It's been a hectic day and I tend to do too much. Of course, from the outside looking in, it doesn't seem that way, but mentally I do too much. Right. I need to slow down because it's a lot to do the mediumship work and you know, just the Facebook group and everything else. That's a lot of energy output.
It is a lot of energy.
Slow down and balance. So I just have to check and go, oh yeah, okay, this will be fun with Nannette because you've got great energy, so we can just hang out and look at Elvis. I get to look at Elvis.
I tried to think about Elvis. Memphis.
You know, you like this story. When I had my gym back years ago, my employee bathroom and dressing area was all Elvis memorabilia because I collected it. So I couldn't have it at home. I didn't place it at home. So I thought, I'm going to make the bathroom there. So everything was Elvis. And so any gifts I would get was always something to add to the locker room or the bathroom. Yeah. I don't know what you want to think about that. And then, of course, what's the ironic part of it? He passed away in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's true. And you know, I have something to tell you about that, but I gotta tell you off.
What you want to talk to him?
It's really personal. No, I can talk to him. I don't. Yeah. No, it's just something about just my childhood and
with Elvis. I always had a crush on him, but I really didn't appreciate him until after he passed. I didn't appreciate him. I was too busy being a kid.
Yes.
You know, I was too busy being a kid.
I was I even alive when he died? Yeah, he died in the late. I don't even know. My mom was in love with him.
77. Okay, 77. Oh yeah. See, I'm a whole decade older than you. Yes.
A whole decade. Yeah. That's okay.
We have to redo this video. We're not making any sense. We just going from one
But
thing.
no, I don't think we should redo it. This is classically what the energy has been like, right? Is this not
It has been.
classically?
It's all over, from people running red lights and almost getting hit and just all kinds of crazy stuff. It's like, what?
So we start on one thing and we're like, what the heck were we talking about that for? Like, I wasn't laughing because I think it's okay to kill your kids by not feeding them. I was laughing because what the heck am I talking about?
And what the heck are you talking about when you're talking to a mom? Right? I don't even know where to go from there. We had so many different topics we were going to talk about, and if people turn this off at this point, I understand.
They're not going to turn us off. We're okay. Well, I think we should talk a little bit about so you're experiencing a lot of torrential rains in the area, right? And to me that represents
just stressful.
It is, yeah, but you know what I think? It feels to me when that happens, like Gaia's cleansing.
Oh yeah, afterwards, but not during it. Like, as you know, because we're prone to floods, so we're prone to floods. So a lot of people have experienced and have had, loss around floods in our area. So
that's true.
It probably brings up their energy. Heightens.
Oh yeah.
Because all you get is on Alexa, on your phone, on the TV, it's weather alerts, flash flood, warning, flash flood, tornado warning. It's constant. So you're always like
on edge. Yeah. Do you guys do you keep a lot of water just in case? I know it's flooding, but you keep flooding.
Yeah, we keep flooding. And but we do, because we usually have at least one hurricane a year, so we always keep extra supplies. Always. We've learned too many times the hard way, not having supplies. So enough for 3 or 4 days. And then of course we had in February, well, the Texas, we had the freeze. Right?
Snow.
Yeah, so
snow and ice and
so yeah, we always keep extra supplies. But it's still, it's that, it's not fear, it's just a different energy. It's just a heightened energy of the unknown, I guess.
Yeah.
What it is. That's all. Because here, like, I got stuck in traffic 2 or 3 different times because you couldn't get through the pathways on the road because there's so many creeks here, so it's just that, like, okay, now what? Because that doesn't show up on your maps or anything when there's, it's not reported. So you don't know where the water is covering the roadways. Yeah.
That's true. Oh, well, I feel like, you have that going on there, and then there's other parts of the country. It's just different everywhere. But I feel like the energy is just weird. It's just going through pockets and pockets, and even if you're not
crevices.
Say it right.
Up and down cycles. No matter what, as we know, the weather, well, especially the weather patterns, they're going to be different weather anomalies that are going to be going on for a long time, for several years to come. We can't look back and say, oh yeah, back in 1994, we can't go back to that. It's going to level out to different norms. So it preparedness, and it keeps us present, focused on today.
Yes. I think it does. I think a lot of things in the past year or so have made us have to be present. Yes.
Right. Except for the people running the red lights today, they weren't present.
Sara, do you want to talk about this? Do you want me to put my counselor's hat on?
I figured it's because the roads were wet, so people were afraid to put on their brakes, is what I assumed.
Are you feeling okay? I think it's very upsetting for Sara. I think she needs to clear this.
I need to clear it. It's like a semi should be driving so fast through these intersections.
I agree.
They shouldn't.
Yes.
Well,
I had an experience with that once when Dylan, there was no rain, when Dylan was real little, and I was driving I had a, what the heck, it doesn't matter. I had an SUV, and I was driving and I had a green light, and I don't know what made me look because it was so fast, and this truck went, this huge truck, it would have killed us.
Mhm.
I don't know what made me pay attention to stop because there was no, I didn't hear it or anything. And I mean, I think sometimes that kind of thing happens and you're like, what? And it wasn't a highway. It was like, it was in
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Just those things kind of wake up so you pay attention.
mhm.
Hmm.
I was like, oh my God, what in the world?
And it
Yeah.
had a flat tire. Had just lots of weird things happen today. You know,
Flat
usually
tire.
weird to me is that kind of stuff. Weird having like, you know, things moving in the house, or, you know, I'm
I know.
hearing voices. That's not weird. That's normal to me. So
Seeing energy when you're trying to go to sleep. That's like,
yeah, right.
whatever. Hey. I actually got a good picture of that the other day. I have to send it to you. I got a really good picture. My room was so full. I said, "What is going on? What are?" They're like, "We're your team." I said, "But I'm trying to sleep. I don't need you right now. Get out of here!" Like it was so
It
full.
was full, so full and so busy.
Yes, all
They
this
might have been
energy.
busy clearing your energy too.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Just clearing your cobwebs.
Hey, watch your mouth, Adam. Okay, I'm not Sarah. Oh
Can't say anymore. Oh, hi, Elvis. Oh my God.
my God,
Oh,
for my business.
that's right. They are.
Oh my God. Oh
It's so
my
funny
God.
too when you get to that point. You get to that point and you realize that spirit knows everything and anything they want to know. They already know. So there's nothing you can hide or lie
Well, now
about.
everybody knows.
Because I remember that was a big epiphany for me when I'd hear something and like, well, how did you know? Oh yeah, of course you knew. What do you mean? You know what I mean? It was like, duh. You know, because I try to put them in people form, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Can't hide it. They don't care and they don't judge, but it's the point that you just can't hide anything.
Well, it's just like when you're like we're good friends and we're both very psychic and intuitive and we can't hide anything from each other either. We'll just
Yeah,
be
right. Be talking to us.
yeah.
I'm feeling you, Nannette. What's going on?
Or I know what you're saying right there. I know what you're saying. Like I can feel exactly what you're saying. Or what's this with the whatever? I mean, you do that all the time. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah. What's going on with this? This is what I'm seeing. But that's okay.
what?
That's as far as I want to go. You know what I mean? So people that are still at that cusp of it, you don't have to take it on and try to figure it. It's not us to go out and figure it out or fix it. But you and
No,
I can
no.
we can banter back and forth because we have fun and we giggle through it.
Yes.
Giggle through the cobwebs. But
Oh, come on, Adam.
but that is that it just takes practice. So those of you that are watching this that are wanting to explore that more, you need a couple friends that you need to hook up with, to practice with, that won't judge you, and you got to have fun with it. We can play psychic games and reading energy games and all kinds of stuff with a circle that you can trust. So it's really important
Yes.
to practice. It just doesn't like you turn the light on and it's all there. It's not like it's a big, math formula on a dry erase board.
Overnight, yeah.
It's not like that. It takes practice.
Because and it sometimes it takes time and surrender. I remember I was saying one time, it was years ago, I was like, but I really want to see this. Like, you know how you would take a picture of an orb?
Yeah.
You can see it after you take the picture. I'm like, well, I want to see this with my eyes and blah, 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 blah. And finally you're like, you know what? Who cares? 4 years later, I'm like, oh my God, I could see it. Look at that orb right
yeah.
there.
No, it's exactly true. But you don't know when you're in that midst of wanting to control it. Like you think it has to be a certain way, whatever it is. It's like you're planning a meal or a party. You visualize it and then you're upset if it doesn't turn out exactly. You've got to just kind of let go and go, you know what? It's going to turn out the best that it can be in the order it needs to turn out. And then that will happen. You're right, because that will come in mediumship sessions too, where they want something specific. And then it's a resistance there because people want something specific, right? And sometimes it works out, but a lot of times there's a lesson behind that, on top of that, right? The lesson. But
lesson or the resistance, the vibration of the person. People don't understand that they're fully responsible for what comes out of these things, because what are we reading except a lot of times to start with the layer of where they're at, and then we can tell them what we see as their true authentic self. You understand what I mean? And then they still have to pick.
You still have to take that road. And sometimes it gets more windy and there's nothing, because we think it has to work. Oh, it's going to work out in exactly 14 days. Sometimes, but you know what I mean? Sometimes we can have a wonky day like today and it throws everything off, and I got to recalibrate and have fun and get back on it and not take life so seriously. It's just when there's, time, things are in order. And then I learned just to like, whatever, let it go. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going to work out just fine. And I'm tired because I didn't sleep last night with the storms and the rain, but that's part of it.
Well, you look beautiful, regardless.
It's this extra lighting in here, right?
No, you're beautiful anyway. Stop putting on the light.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
I'm not being sweet. So we should do some light language stuff. I mean, at least it'd be something good. No, I think we're fine. We're just a little choppy, but we're getting good information now.
Getting good. And you cut up several times, so I hope it comes out okay in video.
Yeah, I'll look at it. I'll watch it first.
Yeah, you're gonna be like an old Godzilla movie where the mouth doesn't move with the camera. Or
I just did that and I know it didn't show because you were talking. I was like,
get this hand coming up.
Wait, do you remember the Japanese ones where they'd be like, no. I don't know. I can't even do it. I can't do it. But it used to crack me up. Or
I love those movies. I love all Godzilla movies, and they keep recreating more. I'm so thankful. There's a new one out now. I think I don't know if it's in the movie theaters, but it just came out in this past year or two, so I'll have to watch it. But no, you can't top the ones from like the 70s, I guess, are the ones, with the voice dubbed. Yeah, those are the best. And usually you can see the rubber mask, the rubber on the neck moving or whatever. And you can see cheesy.
Oh my God.
Cheesy, but they're the best.
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
so we do some healing. What do you want me? Do you want to do some toning?
Of course I'll do toning.
I mean, you want to do it first?
Yeah, someone's walking by my room. I don't want them to stop.
In physical or non-physical?
Yeah, no, it's physical. There's people walking all over and unphysical or whatever, non-physical. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do some toning first. And I'll do some energy with the toning. Okay. That just felt like, to me, it felt like a grounding thing.
It felt like I went back down. That's right.
Yes, because my foot was being
did.
My foot was being pulled down the whole
that's
time.
That's exactly what I needed.
Yay! Good.
Thank you. Okay,
You're
so I'm
welcome.
gonna do some Reiki, and I haven't even done light language on film since I guess probably the last time we did a video. It's been a few months. So whatever comes through is what is needed for each of us individually. So just open your hearts to receive. And I'll take about 1 minute and let's go. Ayamana sakia tuiata aya. Ayamaka aya si. Ayamanana kia na kanimini niana wayana kadatia sikaditi. Ayamakarala kanialaya nikadia katatati yama. Aya ana ini ana na kanari ididia. Aya ana anikidia ni manakara. Ayamakariri jasaskatikami ana nani numana. Ayamanani nini ninya kadepa aya sakatiti. Akatakia kamakara. Akatidia diagamara. Aya ana ini ana. Akamaka aniniana ayaya sa kawari yadi yadi tiki yadi ya omega idi omega idi ya omega idi ya. There we go.
That was amazing. That went right to my heart chakra.
That's what my intent was for the heart chakra for all of us. So hopefully everyone felt it to expand and go, you know.
Yeah, we
like
grounded.
The Grinch. Grounded in that we like the Grinch, and we just heart just expanded 3 times. Anyway, so there was our little potpourri hodgepodge.
I love you.
We're so goofy.
I didn't get it.
What are we gonna even call this video, girlfriend?
The crazy energies. I don't know. But I'm sure the next one we will, it's so funny because I had one of those days several days ago and you had it today, and I have been resting with Elvis and really, grounding and stuff. So, but our energy together, we're just like pulling out all this crazy. Maybe I think it'll be lethargic. Let's laugh and let this craziness out and ground and heal and work forward, right?
Right. We'll be more structured and have a theme for the next one. This was just kind of last minute, just to kind of like have a voice.
Release. Yes. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
Wait, I messed up. Stop my video, not the recording. The energy. Oh my God. Stop.